back to another video. My name is Tushawomwe and this is Life with Tushawomwe. Now in this video we are going to be taking a look at the menstrual cup, my experience with the menstrual cup, the difference between the information that I got versus what I actually experienced with the menstrual cup. Now before we get into the video, okay, if you're here and you're under 16, this video might get a little bit explicit. Go and wash your dishes, okay? There's some dishes in your mother's sink. Go wash them, go organize the room. Let's go ahead and get into the video about the menstrual cup. I'm going to give you all the tea, honey, that everyone is leaving out. Let's get into the video. This is a menstrual cup. It's made out of silicone, okay? Meaning it is reusable. That's the beauty of this thing. That is one thing you have to consider. So you have the cup, you have the stem, okay? Now this stem is what stays behind out, okay? This is why you pull it and chuck it out. This is where the blood collects. That's the cup, okay? Now one thing about the menstrual cup, of course, economically it's very amazing, okay? Because also in case of an emergency, you have one, like you have a solution right there and then, because let's say your period starts in the middle of the night and you don't have tampons in the house, menstrual cup to the rescue, okay? Now one of the things that people are usually skeptical about is how comfortable is it, okay? A menstrual cup is very comfortable. All the YouTubers I've seen, they don't really tell you that yes, they show you, oh, you do this fold, then put it in and poof, magically it happens. No, okay? Sometimes you actually have to go in there, put in fingers and make sure you hear that popping sound, okay? So don't fear your bodies. That's the issue with menstrual cups, because if you just put it in there and you don't really check to make sure it has opened up fully, okay, you're going to get leakages, meaning it won't create that proper seal, that proper vacuum. So that is one big mistake people make with the menstrual cup being comfortable and being reliable, okay? Because once you figure out how to put it on, you're not going to get leakages. And the menstrual cup definitely lasts, I think, because I personally have a heavy flow. So if you have a heavy flow, a menstrual cup is going to last longer than a tampon, okay? Because personally, a tampon, if I'm on a tampon, I will change it every 40 minutes the first 2 days, okay? With the menstrual cup, I can go a full hour, an hour, 30 minutes, depending on the flow, which you don't get with the, okay? So the thing for you to do when you do this, because a lot of people just say, oh, fold this and then put it in. They don't give really the instructions. One, you have to make sure it's moist there. One, first wash down there before you insert it. Make sure the cup is wet, and first warm water, disinfect it after every use. Some hot water, very nice. Don't put any soap or anything, okay? So that's the issue. People forget that just cause you're just going to chuck it in there, okay, you need water for lubrication, for it to comfortably get in there. And I don't get people who say, oh my god, putting something like that in me is a no. But you girls take bigger things down there, crazy and creepier things down there, things that should not be there in the first place, okay? So if you can do that and take things in your meow meow, okay, you can put in this little cup for your period. Those are like 3-4 days, okay, if you're lucky, 5, okay? So I don't get why everyone is like, oh my god, I can't touch my blood. Put in your fingers there, turn it, make sure it opens and it's seated and has sealed properly. That way you're comfortable. Now another thing, the stem. Let's talk about the stem. One thing people don't tell you about the stem is the stem gets extremely uncomfortable if you're overweight. And I'm telling you this from personal experience, because in 2019 I weighed 92 kilos. Okay, right now I weigh I think 65. Okay, the last time I checked I was at 60. So this stem is going to get uncomfortable if you're overweight, let's be honest, because as you move and there's just too much meat behind there, so it's going to get uncomfortable. Okay, now however, if you're smaller, because I noticed now that I lost weight, it's easier and more comfortable for me, because I even skip rope in it. I work out every morning. I recently found out that after my weight loss, I can skip rope. I can comfortably even sleep in it at night, but before that I wouldn't. So if you're overweight, chances are this stem is going to make you pretty uncomfortable. Now the con about the pro about this stem, okay, and this cap compared to tampons. Tampons, when you go and pee, when you go and take a dump, you know, for some reason you have to, personally I check it out because the string gets wet and uncomfortable. Compared to the menstrual cup, the stem is not going to get wet. Actually, the only time it gets wet is when you're putting it in, and after you wipe and you have a dry, it's completely dry, compared to a tampon, because the tampon, as you pee, the string gets wet and uncomfortable. Okay, even if you've just put the tampon in like 10-15 minutes ago, personally I end up removing it, and that is like wasting, because tampons are expensive. So this menstrual cup, I feel like it's a better option. It also, I think it's something you should have, like every woman should have. As in, come on, it's not that bad. It's this small silicone thing. If it scares you, then I don't get it, because I do feel like this is even more comfortable than pads. Honestly, like, I've never understood why people, because it gets hot, they get uncomfortable. That's why you even find some women like very dark in the groin area, because that's just too much heat. Throw the pads away, get this reusable cup. And I've seen initiatives of people saying, oh, we are giving pads to kids to make sure they go to school. How about you invest in menstrual cups, because that way they get to reuse them. That way you're spending less. It could be expensive, more expensive slightly than a pad, but these are going to last longer. Okay, now for those of you who participate in intercourse, okay, like I do during the period, this is very good. Okay, this is very good. If you're getting some head, the only con with this intercourse during when you're having this, okay, it's at one point, if you have to pull it out, you might create a mess. So you have to be smarter than that. Either do it in the bathroom or pull it out. I don't know, figure it out. Okay, but it's the same thing, because even a tampon, at one point you have to pull it out if you're having period intercourse sex. Okay, if you're getting it on. Okay, but this is very, because even if you're traveling, it's easy in and out. You just have to make sure the bathroom you're going to is clean. Okay, you have to make sure you have clean water. That is very important. So the cups should look like this. Okay, they do come in different colors, very vibrant colors, so depending on what you like, because it's a girl thing. Okay, so you can get the color that works for you. It usually comes with a little pouch. You can keep it in, store it away when you're done. Okay, very wonderful. Now again, don't be afraid of your bodies, because the biggest issue, even personally, the issue I had was, how do I get it in? Because all the videos were leaving out the fact that make sure it's moist. Also, you have to go in at least 1 or 2 times to make sure it's seated in there. So please don't be afraid of your bodies. This is a very small cup. Okay, you put in bigger things, you have people enter you, okay? So please don't fear your bodies, okay? Make sure you are comfortable enough with your body. It's your blood, it's your vagina, okay? There is nothing new. You've had people enter it who should had no business being there. So this small cup for the 4-5 days is not bad. Thank you for joining me in this video. This has been it from Life with Tushabomwe and my menstrual cup. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.